Everybody, it's Christine. Welcome back to the update of Jensbuddyread, and it's for The Book That Matters Most by Anne Hood. Jen did the first update. Jen from Reading with Pugs did the first update, and she posted that on Sunday. Yeah. And then Elisa did hers from Lisa from Paper Bits did hers on Tuesday. Alana from Alana Reads did hers on Thursday, and here's mine for Saturday. I'll just warn you right now, this video will contain spoilers, so if you have not read the book, please don't get mad if you get spoiled. It is a really good book, so I suggest you do go and read it. So yeah. I gave it a 4. I gave it a 5 and then I gave it a 4, and I'll discuss that later. But after Alana's update, we were left at Maggie has decided to move in with Genevieve, and that was after she got out of the hospital after her overdose. And then it goes to Ava meeting up with Hank in a hardware store, and Hank is the detective who looked into her sister's death years ago. And she tells him that she's not only looking for her daughter still, but she's looking for the author of this fictitious book that she had promised the book club that she was going to bring in. And he says, okay. And then he forgets about it, decides, I don't feel like helping her. I don't like her. So her friend Kate at the next book club meeting brings in a message for her saying that she's found the publisher, or who the publisher was. And it happens to be Penny's mother, but now Penny and her mother are both dead. So Ava goes to her daughter's house, and her daughter gives her copies of the contracts, and lo and behold, in it is the contract in her mother's name. Ava's mother is the author, and of course Ava's mother is dead. So it switches back to the bookstore owner, and you kind of get an inkling of who she might be just on one little sentence. And then, so Maggie wants to go, or Ava wants to go to Paris, and no, I screwed that up. I'm sorry. The next part is Jim comes into the house, and that's her ex-husband, and he's been kind of wanting to get back with her, and Ava says, I don't want to get back together. Like, I'm happy the way I am. And he's okay, whatever. So then Hank comes back to talk to Ava, and they discover that Ava's mom might not be dead. She's in Paris. So they still can't find Maggie. They know Maggie is in Paris. She has contacted her mother, and they know that she's in Paris. So Ava decides, I'm going to get 2 tickets, and her and Hank go to Paris. And there you discover that the bookstore owner is in fact her Aunt Beatrice, who took off right after her sister, Ava's sister Lily, dies. And sure enough, her mother's there too. So, but she doesn't get to see her mother. Maggie gets to realize that the bookstore owner that everybody just knows as Madame is actually her Aunt Beatrice. So Hank sticks around and tries to find Carolyn, her mother, and after 3 days he realizes she's not going to come in the front door, she's going to go in the back door. And so he finds her, and the next scene, or the last scene, is their last final book club meeting. And so Ava has to admit that she in fact was not able to bring the author because the author was her mother, and her mother is dead. And at the end of this meeting, where everybody thanks her for bringing this book to their attention because they all love it. In walks Hank with her mother. And that's how the book ends. Like I said, major spoilers. Now, this was a page turner for me. I was always finding that I could not put it down. I loved it, and I will continue reading Anne Hood's books. She's very compelling. I think the reason I gave it a 4 was because I really didn't see the need for Ava's relationship with Luke. Luke is kind of bouncing around from Roxy to her to Roxy to her, and then she finally says, you know, you're too young for me, I'm done. And then all of a sudden he comes into the last meeting. Was it the last meeting or the second last meeting? I'm married to Roxy. And there was no point in it. The only thing I can see is it kind of helped her get over her fogginess of being dropped for a yarn bomber by her ex-husband. But she comes to realize that she doesn't need her ex-husband in her life to function. Now, I don't know if that was the help of Luke, because the parts with her and Luke were just kind of, like it wasn't a major part of her life. She was just, it just happened. And then, of course, you know, there are some, I can understand being upset when your husband of 25 years walks out on you for somebody he knew before you. But for being in this state of fog and this pity me for a year, just get over it. Like, I know you're going to be upset. Believe me, if my husband walked out on me, I would be losing it. But not after a year. Yeah, I don't think that's ever going to happen. But, you know, I've been with my husband for 20 years now, so I don't see it happening. We have really a very distinct relationship, and yeah, so, but I know that, you know, you cannot live in a fog, and you cannot expect them to come running back, and you can't expect things to stay the same. There's always change. So yeah, I found this book really engaging. I like her writing. It's very it's an easy read. It tackles some issues, especially like drug use and marriage and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely a solid 4, if not a 4.5. At first, the characters really kind of ticked me off because they were making stupid mistakes. And I was always brought up that you own up to your mistakes and then you move on. And it was always somebody else's fault. It was somebody else's fault. And I don't use this stuff all the time. It's recreational. Meanwhile, it was recreational every hour. So it's, you know, stupid stuff like that. But anyways, I'm rambling. So I hope everybody enjoyed the read along. I think we're going to be doing another one with the book Fiendish. So head on over to Elisa's website, YouTube channel, sorry, because she has a video talking about it. And all the links for all the updates will be below. So if you missed one, you can go back to it and then come back and watch this one. So I hope everybody has an awesome day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.